Hi everyone, MARKCHES here. Welcome to the channel, and for today's video I'll be comparing the all-new JA 1 and of course the TATUM 1, two of the newest signature models from Nike and Jordan brand. So let's find out which one is better for you. Let's go. So these two are new signature sneaker. So these are the first models of each, and they're pretty much on the budget model. So this is 6,200 pesos, or that's around 110 US dollars, and this one is 120 US dollars, or 125, sorry. So this is 6,800, so around 500 difference from these two sneakers. And so if you haven't watched my performance review of these two, I'll be putting the link down below. And these two are actually quite surprising. At first, I didn't expect too much from these two models because they're pretty much budget, and the tech that's coming from these two are not that high end because, like I said, it's cheaper than the other signature sneaker. But for their price point, the play style and the performance of these are very, very good. But let's talk about the main difference between the two. The JA 1 has some mesh and synthetic leather material on the toe area down to the wing part of the forefoot, midfoot. And at the back, some more mesh and some more leather panels there, but those are all synthetic. While the TATUMs are like the budgeted flight wires that you can see on the Jordan 37, 36. So these are a lot softer compared to the ones on the Jordan 37. But I'm not too mad about it because the performance on the upper of these are really nice. The support that you'll be getting out of the upper of the TATUM 1, even though it's really thin, very well ventilated, it still catches your foot very nicely, especially when you're doing lateral moves and lateral cuts. It still catches you. But comparing to the upper of the JA, which has the synthetic leather on the forefoot area, I would say there's more support on the JAs compared to the TATUM 1. TATUM 1 has a good support, but not as awesome as the support that you'll be getting out of the upper of the JA. And one more thing that helps out in that department is the width of the base. Yeah, I think the JA is wider by a bit, just a tad bit compared to the TATUM 1. But both signature sneaker are very stable in the forefoot, but I would give a bit more to the JA because it's wider in terms of the forefoot width. So in terms of support, durability of material, I would give it to the JA if you're mostly playing outdoors too. The JA 1's upper is far more superior there. And on the heel part of the sneaker, you can see the JA 1's are really, really padded compared to the TATUMs. The TATUMs, you can see the padding's not as thick as the ones on the JA. So if you want more support around the heel, that's one thing that I really like about the JA, is this padding around the heel. Some of my friends it's not a fan of that too much. But for me, I really like the padding here. It gives me that supportive feeling, that very secure feeling that you want out of the heel. So if you are prone to ankle sprain, I think this will give you a better security feeling in terms of a low-cut sneakers. Even though the TATUM is a mid-low, the JA feels a little bit more stable around the heel because of the shape around the heel. It's wider, I think, on the heel of the JA compared to the TATUM. There you go. It's higher by a bit here. So stability-wise, if you want more ankle protection, the JA will give you. But the TATUM 1, I think it's more geared towards those who are speedy, shifty, and those who are more on their forefoot. And the JA is more towards the players that wants more stability to the sneaker. So it really depends on your style of play, but both are awesome in terms of the upper. If you want more ventilation, of course, go with the TATUMs because the TATUM's ventilation is really superior in that aspect. If you want a very low-key sneaker, low-key upper, and you want more air going through your feet, the TATUM ones is for you. As for the padding of the tongue, the padding on the tongue of the jaw is thicker compared to the TATUMs. So like I said, if you want more comfort around or like a cozy feel around the upper, the jaw will give you that. But if you want a lighter, minimal upper, the TATUMs is for you. And of course, if you're playing more outdoors, the jaw is better there because it's more durable outdoors in terms of the upper material. Now let's go to the cushion part of these two sneakers. Both have 4-foot zoom in it. The TATUMs have a wider 4-foot zoom in it and it's top loaded, and you could really feel it, while the jaw has like a section around the ball of your foot, which is also top loaded. And if you want more bouncy feel, the TATUMs will give you that feeling more, and it's low to the ground. It's quite surprising. I like it. And also the jaw, even though it has a smaller zoom unit, but still has a nice bounce, but not as bouncy as the ones on the TATUMs. But if you want bouncy and a little bit more impact protection around the forefoot, the carrying phylon on the jaw will give you the extra impact protection around the forefoot, especially around the heel. The heel phylon on the jaw is really nice for a low profile sneaker. It compresses nicely on the heel, while the TATUM, it compresses not as plush as the ones on the jaw ones. So in terms of bounciness, TATUMs, but in terms of more impact protection for the forefoot and heel, the jaw is for you. Now let's go on to the traction on these two sneakers. You can see there's just this rubber on the TATUMs, while the jaw has a full-length rubber, so outdoor use, of course, default to jaw, and the rubber is extra hard too, and it grips really nicely on indoor and outdoor court. While the TATUMs, I just would recommend you to use this indoors because at the heel there is no rubber, so this will really shed out on outdoor courts. But in terms of indoor use, this is also nice in terms of traction, but the just traction is grippier, especially in indoor courts. As for heel to toe transition, I would say pretty much equal on both. Both have a nice curve in the forefoot when you're doing forefoot strike, and there's a nice curve on the heel too on both. You can see this nice curve on the TATUMs and a subtle curve here on the jaw too. So I would say both have very nice heel to toe transition. In terms of weight, there's a big difference in weight. This one, the TATUM one, weighs around 350 grams, while the jaw is 400 grams. 50 grams difference between the two. If you want extremely light, the TATUMs is for you. But the jaw is also light, but not as light as the TATUM ones. In terms of sizing, the jaw, go true to size for a regular foot. Wide footer, go half a size up, while for the TATUMs, go half a size down. I'm usually 11 on the jaw. This is 10.5 on the TATUMs, and it runs a bit long. And if you want a more snug, or if your foot is skinnier, the TATUM has a better shape for you. But if you have a wide feet, jaw is better for you. So this is my comparison between the TATUM ones and the jaw. Let me know which one is for you. Hit me a comment down below. This has been MARKCHES. Once again, thank you for dropping by the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!